start off with 3, 2, 1. We are live or something like that. Let me
Normally,
normalize it.
yeah, but this time I'm just gonna do it. By the way, did you see, Toby? Did you see the intro?
I haven't seen the intro yet.
Oh, dude,
Uh, is it
can
gonna be in this
Okay,
episode?
you
scroll
get
up in
this?
the scroll up in the DevBros chat until you see a
Look,
link.
I'm gonna play it on stream. Do you have the stream up?
Well, I can't put the stream up because it's on my phone, and if I like
Damn.
actually put the stream up, you'll hear it in the background.
All right, I tell you what.
I'll watch it in a bit though. Like I'll watch it once the stream is over, and
All right, cool.
I'll fucking message you in every type of source that I have you in, like PlayStation, DevPro, all
I think you'll get a little kick out of it. I'm wondering if you will get the reference. Anyway,
all right.
hey everyone, my name is SeanArnold, and welcome to DevBros episode 5. Today, one person's already in. Today I have to apologize. Unfortunately, due to reasons out of our control, DevPro, the game which we play Yu-Gi-Oh on PC, is not currently up. The servers are currently down, and therefore, we really can't do what we were going to originally do as planned. So I've got with me here, I've got Toby, I've got their crew, and what we're gonna do right now is we're basically just gonna wing it and just do some different stuff, and then when we're done, we're done. And I may do an extra episode of Dev Bros tomorrow if the servers are back up, and then we can play games and do what we normally do because yo
Sean,
yo,
I think the servers are up now. My game just started updating and stuff.
you think so? What we
Yeah.
call this? Retry?
I'll test it out.
Cool, thank you.
Yep, it's back.
Those servers are
I'm
up.
into.
So never mind.
Wow. All of that for nothing.
What timing? Timing.
Yep.
Time is
Dev
the devil.
officially loves us.
So are you guys able to get to a game?
I tested it out. I could get into dual. I can get with the dev bot.
Nice, nice. Wow. Okay. Ah, right. Well, crap. Maybe I have to redo it all. All right. Let me see. Did we just say? Yeah, it's up. It's up. It's totally up.
That's literally the equivalent of us throwing the idea out the window, then fetching it like a dog.
Thank you guys for showing that. Okay, so yeah. Hey everyone, my name is SeanArnold, and welcome to episode 5 of Dev Bros. Now, there was a little bit of a technical issue at the beginning of this episode. DevPro was not working, but it looks like it's now working. We still do have the issue of one of the hosts, Bjorn, actually not being here right now. He was on the call. He went out of his way to go to an internet cafe to participate. He's currently visiting family and stuff. And unfortunately, we're struggling to get him to the call, so that sucks. And I hate the fact that he'll be missing out after he's done all of that. But with me today, I've got at least 2 of the hosts. We've got Toby, say hi to the people.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
And
Beautiful Sunday today.
It is, yeah. And we've also got Necro.
What is this? A day when it's not raining.
Lucky, can't you?
Well, it's actually raining over here in Virginia. That's the funny part.
You guys.
So,
that's
for those who don't get the running gag, like every stream I've been a part of, it's been raining hard.
Hey, what's up, More Lotum? How you doing, man? Thank you for tuning into the stream. So today, today, I guess, what should we do? Should we go back?
Is your real quick in regards to your video, is your voice actually in the background this time?
Oh yeah, if someone could check that, that'd be awesome.
I
I'll tell
guess.
you what, it's really, really easy to tell. Those who are watching the stream, if you can't hear my voice, could you please say that you can't hear my voice? And if you can't hear my voice, then me saying all of this is for nothing, because then you can't hear me saying what I'm saying. And therefore, yeah.
Let's pull a mega cavalry on this. Press 1 if you can't hear Sean.
There, please.
Say nothing if you can't.
Oh my god. Last week, oh man. I'm still so sad about that. Last week was such a good episode, in my opinion, and then,
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of things I do need to still get ready. I'm gonna get things ready while, because I actually have not got anything prepared really. I need to get the chat box up for the stream, and then yeah. So I'll tell you what we'll do is, assuming that the chat can hear me, Let me change that screen. That's the wrong screen. Assuming that the chat can hear me. Can the chat hear me? Robert, Moore, can you guys hear me? I hope you guys will respond soon. I'll wait for that. But once we get a confirmation that they can hear me, then we'll go into our weekly updates. So
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna mute my side, and so I go into the stream and see if I can hear you. Since
all right, thank you, man.
all right, I'll be right back.
Okay, cool, guys. Just give us a second. We're still setting up, but we will be there very soon. And Shark confirms that he can hear me. That's awesome.
do 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 do.
Man, I can't wait to see Suicide Squad.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, man, can't wait.
All right, yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Nice.
Honestly,
nice.
I'm a big fan of superhero movies.
Same.
Though I'm mostly a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe because they actually tie their stories in.
Yeah, I kind of like that for Marvel. DC tried
DC
it.
has just been iffy lately in terms of their movies.
Well, DC are trying to follow in Marvel's footsteps, and I don't think they should do that. I think they should just do their own
Yeah,
thing.
they need to go along with their own thing, like how they did with like the Dark Knight movies, the Dark Knight and stuff. Like I thought they did really well with those.
Like
now they're just like
DC movies, because Dark Knight was so successful, they've always tried to make them very serious tone, yeah. And that's what they tried to do with Suicide Squad originally, but then people said they didn't like the jokey side of it, and so they had to go back and reshoot a whole load of the movie because there weren't enough jokes in it.
Honestly, I doubt that you can get a decent Suicide Squad movie that's serious, even if Harley Quinn's in it.
No, because I've read the comic. The comic is a little
Harley
serious, but
Quinn.
yeah, the comic is a little serious, but it's really not. It's like you said, it's these goofballs just messing around. Almost ready, gentlemen. Almost ready. There you go. There's the chat, and we can get DevPro up now. Okay, so guys, welcome to the stream. This is a weekly stream which we do. We use a program called Yugioh DevPro on PC for those who are Legacy of the Duelist fans, and every single week it's continuously updated, and we get brand new cards. Every week we go over the new cards and say what our opinions are on them, and then we do a bit of deck building and a bit of playing. Before we get into the cards for this week, we're going to go through weekly updates. This is the segment where we just kind of say, hey, how you been this past week or so. So, I'm going to start off with Necro. Necro, man, how you been this past week?
This past week's been pretty good so far. I mean, besides having rain, I've been just helping out my dad. He recently got a neck brace on because just something to deal with one of the discs in his spine.
Ouch.
How's
he holding up?
He's actually doing really fine. He's walking around. He just has to wear a neck brace for a couple weeks.
I had a friend who had a father who had a slip disc, and he was kind of bedridden for a little while, but dude fought through it. And he got out of it eventually. So yeah, all the best to your dad.
Yeah. Besides that, I've mostly just been on YouTube, and I've been working with my parents for college, which is coming up in like a few weeks.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're about that age, right? Yeah, you're headed off to college soon.
Yep, in about 2 weeks, actually.
Nice, exciting times for you, man. You looking forward to it?
Yep, I'm actually looking forward to it pretty much. Today, actually, we decided to go a little bit of shopping for like an area rug for my dorm, and what happens is that I went to brunch and I got a to-go cup of soda.
Mm-hmm.
And I left the soda in the actual car because I didn't know if we were allowed to bring the cup in.
Right.
And neither me, or my parents remembered that my cup was in there because we immediately folded one of the seats back, which collapsed and basically crushed the cup within the cup holder into it. So basically, everywhere.
What was it?
And I realized this as soon as I got it, and I was like, wait, crap.
What drink did you have?
It was a Diet Coke.
Oh, damn. That could stain and stuff, too.
A good thing my parents have a leather seats on that.
Yeah, when you said to us earlier that you crushed your drink, I was like, how do you crush a drink? That's some sick skills. But
I mean, to be fair, it's in a styrofoam cup.
I see.
And besides that, I actually went to the mall to get an eye exam.
Oh, nice. What, opticians?
Yeah, just a walk-in eye exam, just to check if my prescription changed.
You know, the whole way Americans do college, where you guys like practically leave home, and actually most people actually don't go back home after they've gone study. It all seems very, very foreign and very terrifying to me. We kind of have that in the UK, but we still we don't go that far from home because obviously we're in the UK. Whereas you guys are in America, and it's such a huge country. You guys travel far away from home, and then that's it. You're a big man now.
I mean, to be fair, like the college I'm actually going to is like an hour away from my house.
Cool.
And not only that, but like I only have school on Monday through Thursday. Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays are off days.
Cool.
So I can just immediately drive back home if I want.
So what are you planning to be majoring in?
English, actually.
Nice. English, what, literature or media?
Creative writing mostly.
Cool. Is that a life goal you're leading to, like some kind of aspiration or career path for you, or is it just out of interest?
I just really have an interest in it. Like, I'm deciding between being like an actual writer and a teacher.
Dude, that's really, really good to hear, because I tell you what, I think it's so much better to go to college and study something that you like as opposed to doing something that you need to do.
Yeah.
I never really found, I've done business, I've done ICT, I've done web design, I've done programming, and I did all that stuff because I was good at it, but I never enjoyed doing it at all. And I'm doing some studies myself where I'm doing about teaching algebra to children, and because I might become a teacher, and I could do it, I'm very capable at doing it, but I don't enjoy it at all. So if you can find something you're passionate about, dude, go for it. 100%.
Yeah. Fully.
Cool, man. But in terms of gaming and Yu-Gi-Oh, how's your week been?
In terms of gaming, like I've mostly been playing Pokemon. Pokemon Red on my 3DS. I beat Blaine. Yeah, I beat Blaine, and I'm about to start trying to catch the legendary birds and train a little bit before I face Giovanni.
Man, I miss that game so much.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to go back to Gen 1 every now and then, but I'm pretty sure people here know about the Gen 1ers.
Does it feel really archaic?
Honestly, kinda, considering the fact that it's literally just a direct translation from how it was on the Game Boy.
Yeah, I can imagine that, because there's so much added to Pokemon in terms of systems, like abilities, and the games are just so completely different. I can see that.
And yeah, like, going through also the games, I start to realize like I should have trained like some other Pokemon instead of the ones I actually chose.
Now, I couldn't Advance619 actually, another YouTuber that I'm good friends with. But I remember saying that, could you guys imagine if there was a Yu-Gi-Oh, a Yu-Gi-Oh style Pokemon game, in that you are a rando kid, you aspire just to be the best duelist, and you're going out to different gyms, and you're tackling, say, like the Psychic Gym, who plays Psyframes, and then the Dragon Gym that plays Blue Eyes, or the Machine Gym that plays Cosmos, I don't know. Could you imagine a game like that? Wouldn't that be so good?
I mean, to be fair, like the World Championship Yu-Gi-Oh games, they do sort of follow that kind of format where your avatar actually gets involved in some of the stories. Like in the 2011 game, you actually get involved with the Dark Signer arc of 5Ds.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
And then like in the whole in 2012's variant, you end up starting out in the desert town. If you guys remember that episode.
Yeah.
It was the episode where Yusei met Callan again.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, you start off in that town, and then you reach the big city and all that stuff, and then you end up going through like the Mech Lord arc.
That sounds good. I might need to look that up, because I was actually thinking about doing a Let's Play of a Yu-Gi-Oh game, because I missed so many of the ones which were on PSP because I just didn't get them. But there are ways of getting those now, and I'm thinking maybe I'll go back and try them out and see what they were like.
But yeah, like keep in mind.
Killer AK says, "What's up, guys? What's up, A Killer AK?"
Yo, shout out to A Killer.
But yeah, keep in mind though when you play these games that they're running on the old ban lists.
Oh, that's
so.
fine.
So not only that, but like old sets. So like for example, 5Ds, you're definitely not running into any Yosenjus.
Yeah, no, that's fine by me. I went to a pawn shop. Not this. Was it this year? Yeah, this year in January, I went to a pawn shop and I bought like an old copy of like GX Tag Force, and I started playing that. And you've got a rando deck, and you've got your rando character just walking around all the different schools, and I kind of enjoyed it for like the hour or so that I played it. You know, instead of having all the cards available to you at once, it's a bit more not challenging. It's just different.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Like I actually own the 2007 game as well, but I mostly look at that just to see like, oh hey, this was the ban list from back then.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man.
It's actually kind of funny how in the 2007 game, the card deck limit was not 60; it was actually 80.
What, really?
Yeah, which was actually stupid because like I actually had a deck that I actually remember like on my file I had a deck that was like 80 cards. It was like 40 machine monsters, 20 spells, 20 traps. And it was basically just to get out like the ultimate in Chimera text over Dragon.
Oh,
literally that was me starting off in Legacy of the Duelist, where I used to just make like 60 card decks with 0 extra deck and all like mostly traps and spells and all this other stuff. Oh my gosh.
Also, speaking of the Legacy of the Duelist, my brother actually had that on his Xbox One, so I played a little bit of it. And oh boy, when I ended up facing the Exodia guy, I was excited because like I made him waste one of the pieces of Exodia. I'm like, yes, and then I'm like, wait, this is this old format. You can have multiple pieces.
Yep.
And then he immediately drew Exodia the next turn and KO'd.
Yo, what's up, Benjamin? Benjamin's saying, is he going to play or talk about stuff? This is a streamcast, dude. We talk and we play. So we will be doing play, but we're not doing it right now. Right now, we're catching up with each other, doing a weekly update. But yeah, that sounds cool, man. That sounds cool.
Oh, you move on, Toby.
I've been pretty good. This whole week has been a really busy week. I think I only streamed at least like one time this whole week. And after that, I've just been like really busy, or after work, I'll just be like really exhausted. So I just take like weekly naps, and it kind of screwed up my sleep schedule a little bit because I'd be up like all night, but asleep all day in a sense. But besides that, my week's been pretty good. I'm kind of glad the weekend hit, even though today's like the last day. But I'm glad to be on DevPros again. So that's all that matters.
Cool. In regards to Yu-Gi-Oh, though, what you been up to in terms of cards and deck building?
Well, I have been working on this Kaiju Heradic deck, and so far it's been really good. I've been using new cards like the new Dragon Core Normal Monster, and how well it synergizes with both Heradics and the Kaijus, because all Kaijus are usually level 8s. But with Heradics, I could literally tribute one another. They could literally tribute one another and bring their whole point of Heradics is to bring out a normal monster after they tribute themselves, and then use those as like materials for whether it be XCs or whether it be a synchro. And because it's a level 8 normal monster, I could literally use the Kaijus to bring out like another way to bring out Ultimaya Sulkin. Or I could bring out that other synchro monster, which is known as Ultimaya Bish. Well, it's not called Ultimaya Bish. It's called Bishbalk, and I can't remember its full name. But later on, if we plan on doing some duels, I could like actually show the deck off.
Asmo Lord Ultimateal Bishbalk.
Yeah, something along those names.
It used to be called Bishbalkin.
I just call it Bishbalkin for short. But yeah, the way that it just like synergizes really well. I also ended up implementing.
I just call it the Crimson Dragon with gloves and a face.
The boxer version of Ultimaya. But no, yeah, I ended up implementing True Maiju Garzet, who actually synergizes pretty well with Heretics as well. He brings out the level 8s too, and I could go into like either if I want to go to XC's plays or if I want to go for Ultimaya plays as well with that. Like it's really good. And I ended up adding like some draw power in there too with like Trading and Pot of Cupidity. Pot of Cupidity has been working pretty well, surprisingly.
I read a interesting article on Reddit. Apparently there's this subreddit which does maths for you, and they do like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh maths and work out the percentages of like drawing certain cards and certain combos and whatnot. And apparently, running 3 copies of Card of Cupidity isn't as bad as people may expect it to be. In fact, it gives you a slight increase in being able to draw your combo pieces quicker, and the likelihood of you actually being able to play all 3 copies of Part of Cupidity is actually quite low. So maybe I'll check that out a bit more, although I don't think I need it for any of the decks I'm currently running.
Sean, tell that to Val, because literally he ran triple Pot of Cupidities, and then he Pot of Cupidity into Pot of Cupidity. Literally, both of his draws were Pot of Cupidity.
Wow. That's why it used to be called Pot of Stupidity.
But like a great combo that I've been doing with this Heradic deck is getting out both Crystal Wing and having like a bunch of negations for Gamma Seal on my side of the field. Like, it's been crazy.
I'm so sick of
like people have no idea how to get over that. Like,
it's such an annoying card to fight, honestly. It's like, you got Crystal Wing first turn, crap.
And then I have Gamma Seal who could literally negate anything. Like, it's
Ikarike says he's been using a Gladiator Beast deck. Nice, man. Gladiator Beast, old school deck. Very, very old school. I wonder how they stand up today.
You should go up against Jorn.
Oh, does he have one?
Yeah, he has a pretty crazy one that I've used like my lower decks on, and I literally had to go all the way to Blue Eyes just to beat it. Like, it was really that good.
I'm sorry, guys, again. Bjorn would be here this week, but internet problems, so unfortunately can't be here. But if for those who maybe this is your first time in the stream, Bjorn is a friend of ours who is an amazing deck builder. The dude, honestly, when it comes to deck building, the guy is almost unparalleled. He knows so much about the game. It's incredible. Well, then, as for me, weekly update. It's been mostly, in terms of personal life, mostly just studying and doing assignments. I have an assignment due on Thursday, and it's a bit difficult, but whatever, that's going on. Because of my studies, next week I will not be doing any Legacy of the Duelist pre-recording videos. If I get the time to do any Legacy of the Duelist stuff, I will just be doing live streams. And I did one on Saturday as a test, and it seemed to turn out really, really well. Quite a few people turned up. So if you guys enjoyed that one from Saturday, then expect to see a bit more Legacy of the Duelist live streams, because streaming is just quicker than recording a video, doing commentary, then uploading and all that stuff, and I ain't got the time right now. Otherwise, it's nothing at all. In terms of gaming, I've not really done anything different from last week. Been playing a little bit more of I Am Setsuna, and I'm working towards doing a review of that game. And been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! This week, I've been testing out the decks which we made last week, being Abyss Actors, Dark Lords, Prediction Princess, Subterrors, and I only played Spirals once. I need to give them some more time. And did I say Abyss Actors already? I probably did. Been trying those out, but once I was trying those out, Toby came up to me and you said, yo, you should try Amorphagus. Amorphagus being a deck which is a pendulum deck that runs, that basically has a lot of floodgates. And if you guys don't know what floodgates are, then they're cards which stop your opponents from making certain moves, such as special summoning, adding cards from their deck, and so on and so forth. And I've really, really enjoyed doing it, dude. Thank you so much for that recommendation.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I've been taking it into online ranked in DevPro, and it's been tough, but I think I've got the deck into a nice place where it actually kind of works pretty well, and that's been going great. And
did you make some changes on it?
A lot of changes, dude. I think I've got a different way of running it completely to the way the original build that you made it. So I will show you that at some point if you want to see it.
Yeah, I actually want to see you do some duels with it. Like, that'd be pretty nice.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And then other than that, it's been a week of Yosenju's. Week of Yosenju's has been fun. Love Yosenju's. Legacy of the Duelist is now finished with that, and I did Yosenju's versus the World stream on Saturday or Friday I think it was, and Yosenju's can stand up to the meta. They do a good job. They really give it a good go. So Yosenju's really, really fun. And next week's deck, hopefully they can be as strong as that too. So that's the weekly updates. That's kind of what we've been up to in the past week. What we'd like to do now is talk about the new decks, new cards which were released in DevPro this week, and it's not a whole lot. Been a little bit quiet this week. There's only been 2 brand new cards. If it will come up on the screen, it should be here in a second now. Killer AK says, I think the servers are down for DevPro. They were down.
Yeah, apparently they're down again. Like this time, it says just no server available, but it's mandatory maintenance this time. But
I have the new cards up if you guys want me to keep that up. Still.
Oh, yeah, no,
yeah,
I
it's
got
good.
that.
Also, Killer AK, thanks, man, thanks.
Yeah, the servers were down earlier, and so we were like deciding what the heck are we gonna do for this stream. If they are down again and we can't duel, then we'll make it a short stream, and we'll probably just do some DevPros again tomorrow when RB and Bjorn can actually be here too, so that they can all participate. Because if we can't play, we can't play, so we'll do what we can. So here we are. We've got 2 cards this week. We've got Dark Lord Amidsias and Performer Power Lebelman. Necro, do you want to take the Dark Lord?
I'll take the Dark Lord.
Cool, go for it, man.
Alright, Dark Lord Amduzias is a level 6 Dark Lord. Yay! 1800 attack, 2800 defensive. This guy's a tanky motherfucker. His effect is, you can discard him and 1 Dark Lord Fallen card to then recycle a Dark Lord Fallen card from your graveyard back to your hand. And then he has the Quickie!
Yep.
That is pretty much, that has been tied into every new Dark Lord monster.
Do you think this adds much? Do you think
Honestly, with how much that the deck revolves around like discarding shit from your hand, I can see this card being used.
What would be like an ideal target to get back from the grave with this?
Most likely, I would say X-Tab, because then you can get more draws in, and hey, you can send your spells and traps to the graveyard to then, like, if you have one of the New Age Dark Lords up on the field, you can then pay 1,000 to trigger the effects.
Do you think this card will work like Cyber Dragon Nova, where to activate it, you got to have a Cyber Dragon in the grave, but as soon as it's in the grave, you can actually target the one that you sent to the graveyard and bring that one back. So for Dark Lords, that would be, say that you could discard X-Tab, as long as you have another Dark Lord in the grave, and then bring her back to the hand immediately.
I don't really know how to judge that right now.
Yeah, it's too early.
Since this is the brand new one.
Gotcha.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is this a unicorn? I'm looking at the card art right now.
It looks like one, yeah.
It looks like one, but to be fair, like, who can tell? Really, they're supposed to be based on like death gods and stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks
like
like
Ixo is supposed to be based off like a Mayan goddess,
like a demon unicorn. It's awesome.
Yeah, it looks like a demon unicorn with black wings. Looks pretty damn awesome. I love the artwork for Dark Lords, by the way. They just look so pretty, so much better than like if you look at Dark Lord Asmodeus, compared to that, what we're getting now is just on another level. Cool. And Toby, do you want to take the Performer Power?
Yeah, I'll take the Performer Power. So we have Performer Power Lebelman, and he is a level 6 Pendulum Effect monster. He's a fairy and a light type, or light attribute. Sorry, with 100 attack and 2600 defense. His Pendulum Effect is once per turn you can increase the levels of all Pendulum summoned monsters you control by 1, even if this card leaves the field. So he kind of has like that Level Eater effect, but for Pendulum monsters. Pretty nice. And his monster effect says once per turn you can target one other Perform Power monster you control and declare a level from 1 to 6 or 1 to 5. Reduce this card's level by the declared level, and if you do, increase the target's monster's level by the declared level. These changes last until the end of this turn. So he pretty much takes his level away and gives it to the monster that he targets, pretty much.
Now, I will bring this up. This card is another one of the cards that was used in the anime, so of course they have to make a card out of it. Pretty much it was used when, for those who have been watching Arc V and remember this card was actually used when Yuya, Sawatari, and Gongen Zaka first reached the Xyz dimension. And they ended up facing Kaito, or Kite, from Zexal. And this card was actually used to increase 2 of Yuya's Pendulum monsters from level 3 to 4 to bring out Dark Rebellion.
Do you know I'm getting this feeling from Performer Powers? I mean, of course, it's gonna happen because it's the main character of the show. But I'm getting this feeling that I'm getting this vibe from when Jade and Yuki used to play, and it always used to be a brand new hero card every single week. And the majority of them are ass, but among them you had enough to make a good deck. Is that kind of the same thing with this card here? Is it really necessary? Is it a good card? What do you guys think?
Honestly, like, I don't really see much use in like Bellman. Like, I could see it for like if you're trying to make like a synchro variant of pendulums, because like, hey, you can increase the levels up, and then you can use that pendulum monster with like a synchro monster for Nirvana High Paladin if you want. But
yeah.
Real quick, DevPro's back.
Okay, cool.
hey,
And really,
He's been going back.
And that's all there is for this week. So normally what we would do is we will take the cards which have been done in the update, and then we will make decks with them. But being that it's only these 2 cards, and we've been doing Dark Lords for like the past 2 weeks or so, what we're going to do is do something a little bit different and work on some different decks. Some decks which were in the previous game updates. Now, I need to confer with the hosts here. Guys, do you want to still do the decks I had planned, or do you want to do the idea that Necro was talking about?
I figured we could.
Just to reinstate, my idea is that since the Dark Illusion is actually coming out August 5th, 2 days after my birthday. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, happy birthday, dude! Happy early birthday.
Thank you. So my idea is that we're take two or so decks from the Dark Illusion and make decks out of them on stream.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, I'm done.
Yeah, and then those decks that I had in line, they're not going anywhere. They can come back anytime. So you have a list of what cards are coming out for the TCG, the Dark Illusion set.
Yes.
What archetype should we go for first? Or what archetypes did you pick out?
Well, obviously we have our Perform Pals, but going down the list, I don't really see much use for them. But me and Dan, like a long time ago, we made an Odd Eyes deck with Bot Eyes Lizard.
Okay.
So if you want, I can actually bring that up.
Let me see, Lizard. Or Eyes Lizard. Okay. We could do Performer Pals. Could do.
This is more so just Odd Eyes Magicians.
That sounds like a good idea. Anything else in that set?
Let's see. Down the line, besides Perform Pals, then we have another Magician, 2 more Savants for DD. We have Black Wings, Red Dragon Archfiend cards, Dark Magicians. We have the Metal Foes. We have Triamid, which Triamid could work.
Triamid could work, okay. Red Dragon Archfiend. Is that the Assault one?
What?
Red Dragon Archfiend card? Which one was it?
The Red Dragon Archfiend cards, we have our Red Ward, Red Gardner, Red Mirror.
Oh, all of those. Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, like, we could do that. We could... Well, mostly what I'm thinking is that we make 3 decks. Railway, which is trains. Empowered, which is the Empowered Warriors, since in the Dark Illusion we are getting Dragodize and Empowerment. Okay. And Paleozoic, which, for those who don't know what Paleozoic is, that's the TCG name for a specific Korean archetype, Burgostoma.
Oh, they're Korean? Wow.
Yeah. Paleozoic, when it was first Burgostoma, it was revealed as a Korean exclusive archetype.
Wow.
You normally never see stuff exclusively in Korea.
Why would that be? Is there a market there that they haven't tapped into? I can understand China, but Korea. Wow.
I think, but like other cards have actually been Korean exclusives for a while, like Parental Seahorse, for example.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Well, that sounds good to me. If we all take one each and lead one each,
A Killer AK in the chat says, "Happy birthday, Necro, you Leo bastard." That's right, A Killer. I am a Leo. Suck it.
Remind me what the names of the decks were. So we had sorry, go ahead.
First, we have Railway, which is basically just train dot deck.
Trains. So there was trains.
Empowered, which is the Empowered Warriors.
Trains, empowered.
And Paleozoic.
Paleozoic, which is the Burgestoma. Okay, cool. Well, which one should we work on first?
I would say let's work on trains.
Toby, you there, man?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you have any experience with these decks?
Me, I do not.
Cool. So this is gonna be.
I was thinking down the line to make an Odd Eyes Magician deck to see how that works, because I still don't know how that deck works a lot. I know that they all search out, like, there's certain cards that search out, you know, what's his face, Monkey Board and stuff like that. But I really haven't like had hands-on like games with that deck myself though. So
cool. Okay. Is this archetype just called Train? Is that what I'm searching for?
Well, not exactly. Like, their names are just spread around multiple different cards.
Oh, okay. Do you want to tell me which ones I need to add, and then I'll put them in a side deck and we can look at them?
I'll just line up in order, like, what the cards in the actual set are.
Okay.
First card is Construction Train Signal Red.
Construction Train Signal Red. Yep.
And then Express Train Trolley Ollie.
Yep.
Heavy Freight Train Derrick Crane.
Is it heavy?
Heavy Freight. Yep, Heavy Freight Train.
Yep, got it.
Lionhearted Locomotive.
Locomotive, let's look for that. Lionhearted Locomotive, okay.
Night Express Knight.
Express Knight.
Rocket Arrow Express.
Rocket Arrow Express.
Ruffian Rail. Ruffian Railcar.
Ruffian Railcar.
Snowplow Hustle Rustle.
That's a nice one. Snowplow Hustle Rustle.
And then two Xyz monsters, those being the Train Xyz Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, and number 81 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora.
Oh, so that's where they came from. Okay, cool.
And fun fact, these were actually in archetype first shown in Zexal, used by Anna Kaboom.
Ah. Now, are there no spell cards or any other kind of support?
They do have a few spell cards.
Okay.
A few support cards. They have their field spell, Revolving Switchyard.
Revolving Switchyard.
Special Schedule.
Special Schedule.
And Train Connection.
And Train Connection. Cool. Okay, cool.
So, I figured that we can probably just go over these cards one at a time, just for the audience.
Yep. Break it down and go from there.
So first, Construction Train Signal Red. I'll let you do the honors, Sean.
Sure. Oh, sorry, I pressed sort. I've got to find it now. Okay, so Construction Train Signal Red. A level 3 monster, 1000 attack, 1300 defense. And this card works as follows. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, change the attack target to this card and proceed to damage calculation. This card cannot be destroyed by that battle. Interesting card.
This card's actually iffy. It's mostly used actually in some rank 3 decks, pretty much. To be used as it's kind of like finding a connection between this and Pokemon. You could compare it to like the world's Pachirisu, in the fact that it's basically like a Pokemon that's using Follow Me.
Okay, cool.
As soon as it hits the board, you then immediately afterwards it targets them on, and they can't destroy it.
It reminds me of a few cards. It reminds me of the card Jurigedo, which you special summon it during your opponent's battle step, or and then use it for XCs. Or there's a Battling Boxer, which was kind of like that. Battling Boxer Veil, I think. Or I think it's Veil, where you take damage and then you special summon it. Kind of reminds me of that in a way, but we'll see if it really fits into the main picture.
Honestly, like most train decks have been based around rank 10 spam.
Yeah, so I've heard.
So yeah, like in a sense, you can use this card, but I highly recommend just saving it for like just rank 3 decks.
I'm gonna put it in the side deck. It's gone aside. We're not gonna be worrying about that one.
Okay,
Cool.
next up is Ruffian Railcar.
Once per turn, you can inflict 500 damage to your opponent. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. Costly. During the end phase, if this card was sent to the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, is in your graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add one level 10 Earth Machine type monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn, so it's a searcher.
Yes, Ruffian Railcar. Ruffian is a 3 of. Alright, one sec.
Sure, no problem. Ruffian seems like a searcher. I mean, reminds me a lot of some of the Burning Abyss cards, which when they're sent to the graveyard, you get to search out more. So this seems like a card which would be incredibly useful, and I can see us definitely running 3 of those.
This is actually this definitely is a 3 of.
Cool. I'm gonna put the cards to the side deck, and then we'll add more to the main deck as we go along. So I'm leaving 3 of that. So we've got our first card for the deck.
Yeah, just to make this a little simpler, Trolley Ollie and Locomotive are not really used much in the deck either.
Yeah, I can see that. Trolley Ollie has an XC summon effect where it gives an attack boost. We don't need that, so we'll take that out. And Lionhead Locomotive.
Yeah, really, it's just basically they're just at a sitting monster.
I see.
Just something to sit. And Rocket Arrow is not even usable. So, really, okay. A Killer AK is actually giving you some ratios: 3 Night Express Knight, 3 Freight Car, 3 Rail Car, and then 2 Plow.
Well, I'll tell you what then. Let's follow your ratios, A Killer AK. Let's start with Heavy Freight Train then. Oh no, he's done even more. He's done Night Express Knight. I'll tell you what. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's follow your let's follow A Killer AK's build, and we'll see what it's like.
Right.
So Night Express Knight. Toby, do you want to take that one?
Okay, Night Express Knight. It is a level 10 level 10 machine type Earth attribute monster, effect monster. And it has 3,000 attack, 3,000 defense. It cannot be special summoned from the deck. You can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original attack becomes 0. Now I can see this card as how you can go into like your XC's plays like really easily.
Absolutely.
Just with this card, it kind of reminds me of Beast King Barbaros.
Yeah.
But for level 10s, pretty much. Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. This definitely seems just like XE Vodor. It kind of reminds me somewhat of almost some of the Galaxy cards, which make themselves to high levels, but you can just normal summon them or get them out quite easily. This seems definitely very important. So next we have. Sorry, go ahead.
Next we'll have Heavy Freight Train Derek Crane.
Yep.
Which is a level 10 Earth Machine, 2,800 attack, 2,000 defense. If an Earth Machine type monster is one more special summon to your side of the field, you can special summon this card from your hand, but its original attack and defense become halved. You can only use this effect once per turn. If this card is attached from an Xyz monster and sent to the graveyard to activate that monster's effect, you get to target a card your opponent controls, destroy it.
Wow, that's a really, really good card.
Trust me when I say this card you're going to be using a lot, involving the main combos involve revolving switch shard.
Yeah, that's pretty damn awesome. It's basically a free summon, and then it gives you an extra effect upon on top of your Xyz effect. So that sounds pretty nice.
Now, okay, so going off on a tangent, actually.
Oh yeah.
Is the fact that one of the techs that you can actually use with this is actually Malefic Cyber End Dragon.
Okay, yeah, oh yeah, because that's a level 10 as well, isn't it?
Level 10 machine. So you can easily tech in 2 to 3 copies of it, like A Killer AK says, and revolve the adjacent Cyber End monsters.
Cool. Do we want to give that a try?
Yes, actually.
Cool.
Trust me when I say it's actually really needed.
Absolutely. I'll put 2 of those in. Why is there 2 to 3 Cyber End Dragons? Oh, for Malefic, of course. Yeah, obviously. Alright, cool. So the next card, which is on the list, is we've done Ruffian, 2 Snowplow. So Snowplow go ahead.
Hustle Russell. Is a Earth Machine, level 10, 2,500 attack, 3k defense. When your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, if you control a card or cards in your spell trap zone, you can just special summon this card from your hand, and then destroy as many cards in your spell trap zone as possible. If you do, you inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed. You can't special summon any monsters except for machines.
It's really interesting that these guys are so easy to summon.
Yeah, that's pretty much like their benefits. Despite their high levels, they're pretty easy to summon.
Yeah, which is quite remarkable.
Which, going into another monster, if you want to, we also have Exodius, the Ultimate Forbidden Lord that we can tech in.
Yep, sure. Did we say Train Signal Red we don't want? Yeah, we did. I'm gonna get rid of that. So another card we can take in is Exodius, the Ultimate Forbidden Lord. This is a level 10 monster. And it's really easy to special summon. All you gotta do is shuffle all monsters in your graveyard into your deck, and then you've got a level 10, and it's just really there for fodder.
How many copies are we using?
I'd say 2.
Yeah, I think 2
Okay.
would be good too. You don't want it too early without your graveyard being full, or having something to shuffle back in. I doubt the. I mean, I don't even like the send a monster to the graveyard effect, although I doubt we'd ever be seeing that or really be using it. So, what I would like to do then is now talk about the spell cards. We've got
Alright, so
Train
in terms of
Connections.
spell cards, I'll go first with the field spell. That being Revolving Switchyard. If a level 10 Earth Machine monster is normal or special summoned to your field, you can activate this effect. Your opponent will take no battle damage for the rest of the turn, but you get to special summon a level 4 Earth Machine monster with 1800 or more attack from your deck, and if you do, its level becomes 10.
So,
Now I'm guessing that monster is Ruffian Railcar that we search out.
Yeah, Ruffian Railcar is most definitely going to be your target for that.
I see. So,
Typically, what you'll like to do is Night Express Knight and Derek Crane through Ruffian as well.
so this is this card you're gonna want ASAP so you can get it out before your ruffians come out.
And not only that, but the fact that it also has a second effect where you can send a card from your hand to the graveyard to then add a level 10 Earth Machine from your deck to the hand.
Cool.
You can only use one effect once per turn and only once that turn. So,
Yeah, definitely sounds like a 3-0 for sure. It's a really good searcher. I'm a huge fan of the recent field spell cards that we've been getting, where they are almost they're searches for the decks as well as being some kind of continuous effect. It's really great support.
next card I want to talk about is actually Train Connection.
Okay, so we've got Train Connection.
It is an equip spell. Equip only to an Earth Machine monster by banishing 2 level 10 or higher machine type monsters from your graveyard, and can be equipped by other ways. So yeah, this card is very interesting. It basically doubles the attack of whether it's equipped to, and gives that monster piercing damage, and gives the Earthbound Moral / Malefic other monsters you control can't attack. Basically, this card would be like a coup de grace.
Yeah, this is for game. This is like limit or removal basically.
Speed of limited removal, we should probably add that.
Definitely. Obviously, it only works with machine type, so it wouldn't synergize with Exodius. But it's an interesting card. I think maybe this would be maybe a 2-off, if not a 1-off.
Most likely, I would say like maybe a 1-of, if anything.
Yeah, I would.
What about that card?
But then we have Special Schedule.
No. What's that, Toby?
I was gonna ask about the card Machine Duplication. Would that be pretty good to use for Night Express Knight, since his attack becomes 0 if you like normal summon him?
No, actually, no, it can't, because Night Express Knight, you can't special summon him from the deck.
Right.
Oh, okay. Alright. Makes sense.
Okay, cool.
So yeah. So next we'll talk about Special Schedule. Target one machine type monster with 3k or more attack from your graveyard, and then special summon that target in defense mode. You can only activate once per turn, and this is a cool part, which is why we're using Plow. If this set card is sent to the graveyard, you get to recycle a level 10 machine from your graveyard to the hand.
Now, with Special Schedule feels like it kind of conflicts with Train Connection a little bit, and I'd almost be willing to just run 3 Special Schedules as opposed to running any Train, because Train's banishing your cards. Train Connection is banishing your cards, where Special is special summoning them. What do you think?
If anything, like I said, Train Connection is basically the coup de grace.
Yeah.
Like, it's optional.
Yeah. Like, you probably only play, like, if you think you're gonna win, play Train Connection, but you wouldn't spam it that much, because it will mess up the flow of your deck. unless there are ways to get it from the banish power.
Now, here's actually a great option that I actually used to run in a rank 10 overkill deck, as I called it. Basically, it was a train deck, but the whole theme was also around getting in level 1 monsters like Kinka and Mystic Piper and such.
Yep.
Then, like, spamming the board, like, I would getting, like, I don't know, like, I would get Malefic Cyberend, Exodius, and also, like, Kinka, Bio, and Mystic Piper.
Yep.
Then, the Galaxy Queen's Light.
Okay, let's look that up then.
Galaxy Queen's Light is a normal spell card that you target a level 7 or higher monster you control, and then the levels of every other face-up monster you currently control will become that level.
So why do you need that? What would that be for? For Ruffian? Or to help Ruffian level up?
No, like, I'm just saying, in my overkill build, it would change the level 1s to level 10, and then use those for Z's.
Oh, okay, that's a cool idea.
And also I used a Metal Reflect Slime in that build, because, hey, free level 10.
It is a free level 10. Okay, cool. But in regards to special schedule, I would say this is a 2 of.
I would say it's a 3 to 2 or 3 of.
You don't think it can get a bit cloggy in the first turn or so?
Not really, but, like remember, its second effect is that if it's destroyed while set.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, okay. So,
what about,
Now, other options, we can also tech in 1 copy of Glow Up Bulb, I would think.
So, what were you going to say, Toby?
what about Mount of the Bound, since this is a level 10 deck?
Sorry, what's
Out
that?
of the bound?
Yeah, Mount
Mount-
of the Bound create.
Oh, that,
10 or higher monsters on the field can't be destroyed by battle. I would say, no, honestly, that this card is not really good for the transit. They focus so much on Switchyard.
yeah, they do. It sounds like they're doing a switch out, but I've played against a train deck where they've used both, and they would tag one out for the other upon need. I guess it's a question.
Because it does make them immune to targeting and destruction. So
It makes them so annoying and hard to get rid of. So, I mean, I could see easily running one of these or 2 of these, and when you're ready to push for game or start pushing and go for attacks, put this on the field and yeah, do what you do. So, about a 1-off of it.
I still say that we should probably also run Glow Up Bulb at least at 1.
Glow up bulb. What for?
Because get a level 10 out, get Glow Up Bulb from its Grave effect. Hello, Star Eater.
See, Star Eater. Star Eater must be synchro summon, cannot be special summoned by la 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 la. This synchro summon cannot be negated. When synchro summon cards and effects cannot be activated, if this card attacks, it is unaffected by other cards until the effect end of the damage step. It is just a big, unstoppable monster. Sounds good. Sounds really good to me too.
Just a 1 copy would be good.
How so we need to think about ways to get Glow Up Bulb into the grave. Are we gonna think maybe a Foolish Burial in here? Is there anything that we would like to, well, we've got a lot of Revival, we've got the Banish card. Is there anything that would be really good to send to the graveyard? Anything like that?
Oh, also, Toby bringing up the fact that Night Express Night Bar was like Beast King also brings up the fact that you can also use Skill Drain with this deck.
That's true.
True that.
But you will be negating your XEs, so it's one of those. You're losing.
Well,
that.
it's mostly the fact that like you can use it for Night Express Night.
Yeah.
And you can use for Malefic Cyber and Dragon too, since he's a 4,000 beater pretty much.
Yeah, like I've actually forgot like the whole. It's been a while since I dealt anything Malefic, so.
I did have a Malefic. I didn't have a Malefic deck. I had a level 8 deck on Legacy not too long ago, and yeah, no, I used to run Skill Drain at 3 in that. I think a Foolish Burial could be good. You can send Glow Up Bulb to the graveyard early enough if you want to, and if you don't have that, you can send Ruffian, which can go into a search.
But we're definitely terraforming, so I would say 2 of.
So yeah, okay. So Terraforming, and then for search out the field spells, and then Foolish. Now, what is this deck missing? It's got amazing special summon support. It can bring out lots of big monsters very, very quickly. What do we need to fear? What are we afraid of? Do we need to run stuff to counter other effects or clear back row? What do you think this deck needs?
I wouldn't say exactly. Like, little.
Well, I have an actual like idea. What about the level 10 kaiju machine monster?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But I wouldn't really deal with this, considering the fact that like we'd basically be giving our opponent a level 10 if we did this effect, unless we detecting the freaking owner's seal and set.
It's the Thunder one, right?
No, the Thunder one is the level 9.
What's the level 10 one called?
It's
Star
called
Destroyer.
Jizukiro. G
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I mean Jizu.
Yeah, people are taking this into freaking Cyber Dragons. Holy crap, this card is a pain in the ass. Like Cyber Dragon with this and then remove brainwashing, just there. So it could be teched in there, but you need a way to get it back.
Yeah. I wish they had more. I wish they had more machine type, light machine type kaiju's. Then that wouldn't be a problem at all. But seeing as that is, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think it's okay, but yeah, it'd be a lot of work around. Red Eyes Black Dragon is saying maybe add Royal Decree. The question is, do we want to worry about back row so much? Or do we want to worry about monster effects more?
I would say also tech in some impact bailers, because hand traps.
Yeah. Is there anything else which synergizes with this deck which can help, make it go, make it run?
Well, like I said, there's my variant that I told you guys about with like Kinkas and shit.
But wouldn't that need like a big change to the deck?
I mean, not really. Like, there's not really a big change between the two.
No? Okay. Well, let's hear it.
Other cards we can use. You can also use Stoic Challenge if you wanted to get in for the big beat sticking. We also have the spell Level Lifter.
Lifter. Send
one.
From your hand to the graveyard and target 2 face-up monsters you control. The levels become the original level of the monster sent to the graveyard to activate this effect. To activate this card. Okay.
Yeah, that's an option, but we can actually use a wild monster appears.
What about 1-for-1?
For what? Search an outlaw.
Since we 1-for-1, since we already have 3 targets for level 1s,
what other
which you can use for glow bulb and the 2 effect valor.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
For like Art Eater players, I guess.
That's true. Vet Veiler, and then yeah, you're right. Yeah. So 1-for-1, and then that can dump something to the graveyard. No, Reasoning wouldn't do anything in here.
Not really. Reasoning would not really do much.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we look at the rank 10s that we can go into and see what they can do, because I feel like I could guess maybe we need some draw power or something in this deck as well, because I'm worried that it might get cloggy a bit. But let's see what rank 10s we can go into.
First, we have Super Dimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer.
Let's sort by level then. Yep. 3 level 10s. You can attach, destroy all spell trap cards your opponent controls. They cannot respond. How likely do you think we're going to have 3 on the field? Do you think it's going to be something we can do?
Honestly, with this deck, I would say it's pretty likely.
Excellent. So we'll put that in there. So that's back row removal.
Utopic Dragon, no. I wouldn't say that either. Okay, we can definitely use Sky Palace Gungari Die.
Detach 1, target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Only once per turn, this card cannot attack. Is there a card that can overlay on top of this? Maybe.
A card that can actually do overlaying, but like the card that this was actually overlaid over was Chaos XZ Sky Palace Babylon, which is
I can actually see. I think we can go into the 7 sins with this one card that I'm looking at right here.
I'm about to say like. Yeah, this is actually. I think I brought this up when we were going over that one.
Yeah, Rabbit Spider, Tarantula.
Yeah.
Like 1 Tarantula, 1 Pain, 1 7 Sin.
Yep. I'll put Pain and 7 Sins in a second. Any other level 10s besides? Do we need multiple copies of Gustav or Dora at all?
Yeah, definitely.
How many copies of each do you think? 2?
2 each. Like, really, it varies. Most people actually know run like 2 to 3 Dora and 1 to 2 Gustav.
Cool. That puts us at 12. So we've got an interesting extra deck. We've got back row removal if we can get 3 out. We've got burn. We've got plenty of spot removal with targeted effects. We've got 7 Sins, which is just like immune to everything. We've got extra deck's currently sitting at 12. So we've got that. Yeah. So what kind of things do we need to put into our main deck so that our ranks are not going to be affected or stopped?
Well, really, like another option is that we could probably take in like some of the other machine-based Xyz like Gear Gigant.
Oh, how would we use it?
Don't forget to put Cyber End Dragon because we have Malefic Cyber End Dragon.
Yeah, we already did.
Okay,
I have 2 copies in my build and 2 Malefic, so
I'll probably put another Star Eater in there for mine.
You think so? Alright, put another Star Eater.
Yeah, because we have like 3 targets, so for level 1, 3 level 1 spinners.
So we got that brings us up to 13 in the extra deck. We got 2 more space. Realize Black Dragon says maybe breakthrough skill for negation effects. Let me save this so that in case something happens, I've got this ready. Let me look at my Yo's. We could do just a generic support of like Twin Twister if you wanted to.
Should we run Reckless Greed in here?
Reckless Greed, not really. But I.
Oh, what about Power Bond?
What would we fusion summon?
I just remembered actually, like
we need,
one of the main. I actually remembered something.
We need that Cyber Dragon fusion, Chimera Tech.
One of the actual key points of my old Overkill deck.
Yeah.
Xyz Territory.
Let's have a look. Xyz Territory. Field spell. Oh, another field spell card. When an Xyz material monster battles another monster, that monster gains 200 attack and defense times its rank during damage calculation. If this face-up card on the field will be destroyed by a card effect, you can detach 1 Xyz material from a monster you control instead. So it's another push card, and with a level 10 on the field, that's
I actually ended up using this card like back in Dragon Ruler format.
Yeah,
because one of my most memorable moments actually was facing a friend who was using Light Sworn Ruler, and basically the field was I had Xyz Territory, I had 2 Gustav Maxes, double burned her for 2k, and then I was like, yeah, so when my Gustav Maxes attack, they'll gain 2k each, so they'll both be at 5k. And she had a full field, mind you. Big Eye, Diabelos, the hand, the mate, the priest bitch, Lila, and Leviathan.
I guess this could be a 1-0.
I would say this could be like a 1 or 2 of. But another card that we can also tech in is
since we have like 5 different field spells, I say 3 Terraforming would be really good in this deck then.
If we're going to, yeah, we've got 4 so far. If we add in Xyz Territory, that would be 5, so maybe 3 Terraformers?
Maybe.
I do worry that could be a little bit cloggy, but yeah.
I'm saying, like, with how much we have in searching power, I think we're good.
Good, okay. So Terraforming at 3, leaves us 6 more slots. Soul Drain, not Soul Drain, Soul Charge, anything like that?
Oh, I just remembered also, it's just some other cards. So, like, I had Battle Faders and, let's see, where are you called again?
Tragodia? What about Tragodia? He's a level 10.
Oh, yeah, Tragodia.
Why did we forget Tragodia?
How many Tragodias would
Chat, why did we forget Tragodia?
Tragodia is really good for this deck now that I realize he fucking...
Do you think a 3-0?
Excuse me.
Or two?
Probably a 2. I'm just gonna run them at 2 for now.
How many darts does that
I
leave
see
us
how.
with? That only leaves us with 4 darts. Ah, damn. Okay, well, 6 darts. We have 6 darts. Can we get an allure in there, maybe?
Yeah, I guess allure would be good. 2 allure.
It's actually funny because like my old build was actually based around a build like way before Dara Crane and shit. So
So
let's
1,
see.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got 6 targets for allure now, so we could add 2 allure in there and be
AKA
safe.
suggest Rageki.
Yeah.
I think those are you. Do you guys have 2 slots left or?
We got 2 slots left, yeah.
Right now I'm actually at 42 cards because I'm actually making my overkill deck.
Oh well, for us, I'd say the last 2 cards that we could put in there is Twin Twister because back row sucks.
Fair enough. Right, and
That's
plus
just me though.
we can ditch stuff to the graveyard and bring it back because we do have 3 revive cards. Cool. Well, there we go. So there's our preliminary train build. We do have 2 extra spaces in the extra deck, but that's whatever. Really.
I actually have 1 more space left.
I've got 3 Cyber Ends, 2 Star Eaters, 7 Sins, Pain, Super Dimensional Robot Galaxy, 2 Doras, 2 Gustav, and Tarantula.
I know what you use to fill that in. Gun Gotta Die.
What's that?
Sky Palace.
Sky Palace? Oh, right, did I forget to put that in? Yes, I did forget to put that in. Yeah,
I
one
actually
more
have
slot.
2 Cyber End, 2 Star Eater, 1 7 Sins, 1 Pain Gainer, 1 Galaxy Destroyer, 2 Gengar, not Pokemon, 2 Rail Cannon, Super Dora, 2 Gustav, and 1 Tarantula.
2 Gustav, 1 Tarantula.
So I just
Yep, that
yeah, I
leaves us
just
1
have.
slot. Well, we can leave it there, and if anything comes up, we'll put it in. But there you go, guys. A basic train build, and assuming that DevPro is working, maybe later on we'll try and build it. We'll see how it goes.
Well, DevPro is still working right now, so.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Now, next up, why don't we take our crack at Empowered?
Cool.
Now, I'll just give like a basics rundown. Empower
Actually, do you know what I'm feeling? I feel like we've been streaming for about an hour or so. Hey, RB, feel free to join us if you can. We've been streaming for an hour or so. Should we take the trains for a test spin and break this up a bit and get the action going, and then come back and do another deck?
All right, why not?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I'll tell you what. Necro, why don't you run trains, and Toby, you play something else, and we'll see how it goes head to head.
Just please, no Raid Raptors this time.
Alright.
Toby.
Alright, I'll use the deck I've been working on this whole week.
Cool. Alright, well, while things get ready, guys, I'm gonna play an ad real quick and get a drink of water, and then we'll be back with a game. So be right back. Alright, guys, I'll be back in a second.
You're robotnicking at the end.
Yeah, you're roboting. Sean?
I think you went to get a drink or something.
Oh. Are you hosting or am I hosting?
Just give me 1 sec. I just need to.
Oh,
I just need to fill in my deck with 1 slot. I'll just fill in with Dora, I guess.
All right.
Dora, the Explorer. And then after this, we'll just make Empowered.
All right.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Well, by the way, quick actually.
Should we wait for Sean or?
I'll just wait for Sean on this one.
All right.
We'll just tell him that we're actually in there. But I did actually make something recently. You see, Toby, I actually work with some graphics now.
Wait, say what? It's hard to hear.
I work with GFX. I made this.
Hold on, I'm gonna rejoin the call because it's like cutting out for me. I don't know what's going on.
All right.
All right.
All good then.
Okay, guys, are we ready?
All right. Give me 1 sec.
Alright, logging in, I'm gonna find a game. Let me know when it's ready.
Okay, now I think I can hear you guys loud and clear.
We were actually awaiting you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Using my new background.
Alright,
You're
we're
in.
spectating.
Here we go.
Okay, Toby's going first.
Yep.
So guys,
Okay.
if Toby's playing some kind of synchro deck, feel free to go take a break, take a walk around the park, and come back in about 10 minutes.
This is my Heradic Kaijus.
Mm-hmm. Wow, there's a true. Oh, that's legendary Margie does it? Okay.
That's right.
Hey, legendary. Last time I actually ended making something with like Chirolkin. I actually ended up having a Bishbalki deck. It used one of the new level 8 rituals to basically turn my Raiden into a level 8.
Huh.
Now the main problem with trains is depending on how you're building it, you're going to brick. It's the same rule of monarchs. And this is actually a perfect example because my hand is pretty meh.
Yeah.
Doesn't help that there's a clear wing on the field. So, yeah, I'm actually just going to do this. Choo choo! Woo, woo. Alright, I'll just do that. Set that. And my turn.
All right. Okay. Is there really anything I can do? Yep. Just keep searching. I guess that's fine.
Alright. Search app. Alrighty. What you got for me? Ah, thank you for the kaiju.
No problem.
Just gonna
Oh, you
crash
know
it.
what? I actually forgot to play real quick. I forgot to play for my Ultimate, but that's fine.
Right. So, I'm actually going to do something right here. Hi. I just want to clear up my hand a little bit.
Let's get rid of this.
Aw. I like my train. Choo choo time.
Alright. Let's then do this. Ah, crap. I kind of screwed up. Oh, well. It's all good. I forgot that he could only target... Essek could only target normal dragon-type monsters and gain its levels.
Alright. I'm just going to normal summon Express Knight. And go for a Derek Crane.
No.
Oh, okay. So, okay. So I love getting comments on my videos,
Yes.
but every now and then I get these comments which just says you sound like KSI, and they're always the same message, but it's just every now and then I get the random message, and it always says the same thing. You sound like KSI, and I'm like, I'm nothing like KSI.
Let's see here. Okay. Use that. So, No. Actually, instead I'm going to go with this. So, I will overlay these two to make my Sky Palace. Activate his effect. I will detach you to pop you.
Fair enough.
And then Derek Crane will pop you.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
You can just see some of the power that this deck can actually hold. It really is strong when you plan the combos just right. Insert Pacha meme.
Alright, let's see, I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna get my negator, which would be Gamma-Sile. Now I'm going to do this.
Sack my palace for Sack my palace. Alright, you're just gonna do that instead.
And that. Oh shoot! I forgot to.
You forgot to tribute it
Damn
for
it.
Kaiju.
Yeah, I did. That's fine though.
Insert the Nelson. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here with a cup of Jolly Ranchers. I just love Jolly Ranchers.
But you actually see the potential of this like deck pretty much. Heretics work really well with kaijus and
yeah. And lucky enough for you, I drew kind of cruddy, so I'm just gonna do that, and I'm going to use Glow Up. Ooh. Just gonna do that and use Ruffian to search my deck.
Alright, I'm going to do this.
Get rid.
Send this back. I'll send this back to my hand.
And then get rid of my Glow Up.
And then let's summon a Beals, why not? And then for the finishing touch, let's tribute all this just for the heck of it. I have a 7,300.
Wow.
Nice.
Well,
And then let's attack for game.
attack for game much? Nah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, piercing damage.
Piercing. Well, whatever. Oh, you. What? Did you host a match?
Yeah, it's a match if that's okay with you.
All right. Yeah, give me 1 sec. I need to take out a few things. However, let's actually take out one of you, and let's take you out. Okay, that's good. Oh damn! Damn it! I need to open up as much as I did. Yeah, whatever. Just do that then, and let's just do. Put in you, because why not? All right, I'll just go second. I prefer to go second anyway.
Alright, let's go out with some draw power.
Oh boy.
Hey, Killer AK in chat. Sean, who called you KSI?
And I'm my turn here. Not really much I can do.
And I've lost respect for you because you're using Desire. Seriously, I can't stand Desire, to be honest. So, I'm going to use Revolving Switchyard. I'm going to use Night Express Knight. Switchyard effect to grab my Ruffian. Change it to level 10. And go in. Now, the thing is, because I used Revolving Switchyard, you take no battle damage this turn.
Okay.
So, instead, I'm just going to burn you.
Do it.
Feel the burn! This has become a political debate. And then Ruffian Railcar will search me out. You.
Alright. Okay, what do I do here? Well, first off, let's go ahead and give you this guy.
Let me guess, you're gonna take it back?
No. And I'm gonna special summon him.
Hey, I remember you.
Special summon this. Let's go for some Xyz play. You don't have an Xyz up. Okay. Alright. Well, what I could do is... No. Actually, hold up. That's the one thing I feel like I don't have enough level 8 Xyz. But, Alright, why not? Let's just go for this.
Hey, Cypher.
That's right. Let's then go for this.
Full armor.
Let's pop my Kaiju.
Alright.
Let's get a search going on. Let's grab another Gamma Missile. And let's attack real quick.
Sorry, but I'm gonna have to say no.
And I'm gonna have to say no to that.
Bitch. Ow, this is gonna hurt. Yep, this is seriously gonna hurt. PSA killer. Trains are OP sometimes. It just really depends on the build.
And let's go ahead and go into Cypher Blade and pop another card.
Let me guess. My switch yard?
That is correct. And now we have another negation. So.
Alright, let's see here. I'm going to normal summon you.
Oh. Metallic.
Meta Ion.
Meta Ion.
Yep, the Time Lord. Ba-da-da-da. You got the thing. Now, I'm just going to do this. Special summon you.
Let's not.
Honestly, I don't care. Because that was for this. I take no damage and all that. But when I end my battle phase, all your cards.
Oh!
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Say goodbye to your shit. Thank you for the Gamma Seal. Gamma Seal versus Gamma Seal. Clash of the Titans. Let's go.
Alright.
Alright, I'm just gonna pass this turn.
So, no, actually, let me get my searches going. Get this. Alright. And now I end my turn.
I'll pass again.
Damn it. Give me something good.
Nope. Okay. I'll just go with this. Pass. Ooh. I'm actually going to take advantage of something here. So call the haunted first off. Bring out you. Hey, Maxie, what's up? What's up, buddy bitch? Now, do you run anything that's even remotely like a Battle Fader in this deck? Because I think I'll win this. So do that, and then attack with you while I'm benefiting off of your field spell. GG!
Alright.
I'm ready to.
Let's go second.
Damn. Alright, I'm just gonna do that, do that, do that. Burn you for 500. Done.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get this going. Let's go ahead and do that. And that.
What's up, Sue?
Get rid of that back row.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ultimaya.
Ultimaya. Let's go ahead and get you a beater.
Gojira!
Special summon this. Let's get.
You even run Bish in this deck?
I do.
I would love to actually face that bitch.
Okay.
I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying in general, Bish is a fun card to use.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, let's go for this since I don't have any cards in my hand. And
Hey,
then
boy.
Let's go for Bish.
Now you know you're only going to be getting 2 counters on that bitch, but I like how the tokens still use the manga artwork.
Yeah.
I'll use Ruffian. Oh, what the hell? I think I accidentally right-clicked on that one. Yeah, whatever.
Now, the good thing with Bish Balkan and Kaijus is that they synergize pretty well, so that if somebody decides, oh, I'm gonna just go defense mode the whole time, I could just keep giving you Kaijus and attack over them.
Alright. Well, speaking of attacking over, thank you for giving me that.
No problem.
And I just remembered I could have actually used your effect. Fuck. Honestly, I don't mind. Sorry, Killer AK. Actually, why am I saying sorry? You're not my mom. Again, sorry, I had to fill in for Bjorn. Tokens, nice. I like how Bish Bulky can get up to 10k.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of insane when you think about it. Hmm. Let's see here. That's awesome. Well, that's bad. Just waiting.
Alright, let's go ahead and...
Hashtag resident sleeper. Ow, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Alright, I think you win this.
GG.
Alright, that sucks, but GG.
GG, man. Alright, that is our duel.
Yes, indeed. I think we've shown off trains pretty well.
Is Sean there? Sean.
Yep, I'm here, and I'm going to play an advert, and we'll get back into deck building. Be right back.
Alright, I'll be right back too. I have to go do a couple things.
Cool, alright.
I guess I'll be here for the entertainment then.
What did you want to do next?
I would just say, why don't we just make, let's really just make Empowered, I guess.
Okay, cool.
I'll let you be the one to deal with them, though.
Let's have a look. Empowered. Empowering.
So when the lovely gents are back, we will make Empowered.
Cool. Okay, so we should be back by now. What we're going to do now is make a different type of deck, and it's called the Empowered Warrior style deck. Now, Empowered cards have been around for a little while. You've had cards like Terra Tiger and Hydra Tortoise.
Okay, the Empowered monsters were originally debuted with the 2014 starter deck, believe it or not. And yeah, that was the starter deck that debuted Pendulums.
Cool.
They're based around the four symbols of the Chinese constellations, with their quote unquote boss being a fifth guardian. Those being Aether, who is the yellow dragon, Vermilion Bird being Arnolds, Hydra Tortoise, Black Tortoise, Terra Tiger is the white tiger, and Vendra is the azure dragon.
Now, this strongly reminds me of the four gates of Japan. I know this from other video games and other animes and stuff like that. But you've got Byaku the tiger, you've got Suzaku the firebird, you've got Genbu the tortoise, and I forgot the name of the dragon actually, what that was called. But it kind of reminds me of that, and then you've got Kirin.
Now, the thing is, that's not even all the empowered related cards, because each of them has a summoner. Those being Vermilion Sparrow Summoner, Azure Dragon Summoner, Yellow Dragon Summoner, White Titan Summoner, and Black Tortoise Summoner.
Yeah, I remember those too. So the summoner cards. Yeah, there we go.
Now, right off the bat, one of the best ways that I've actually found to make this deck has been through the Legendary Knights.
Which are
Now, for those who do not know what the Legendary Knights are, I forget which arc of the original Duel Monsters Yu-Gi-Oh! This is, but it was Rise of the Dragons, I think it was called. It was pretty much an arc centered around Yugi, Joey, and Kaiba, each having a part of the Knights of Atlantis, and their goal was to stop Darts, who wanted to corrupt the world through the power of the Orichalcos. That's where the Seal of Orichalcos come in. Now, each dragon is actually a spell card, believe it or not. We have Timaeus through the Eye of Timaeus, the Fang, which is the Fang of Critias, and then the Claw of Hermos. To which Yugi had Timaeus, Kaiba had Critias, and the Claw of Hermos went to Joey. Each of these spells are treated as their legendary dragon counterparts. With the Eye of Timaeus, you get to target a Dark Magician monster you control to fusion summon a monster using this card and that Dark Magician monster. This card pretty much also substitutes for the other material for any Dark Magician fusion. So it saw some play before all the Dark Magician support came in, as a way to get out Dark Paladin. The Fang of Critias is basically a trap equivalent. You send a trap card from your hand or side of the field to the graveyard, to then immediately afterwards get a fusion. Whereas the Claw of Hermos, you send just a random monster from your side of the field, from your hand or the side of the field to the graveyard to summon when the Claw's fusions. And
so how does this tie into Empowered?
now, well, the thing is, Empowereds are actually focused around a lot of different types. And let me just get that Legendary Dragon. Because these Legendary Dragon fusions, just going by them one at a time. Okay, so we have two primary fusions that were made for the Eye of Timaeus. The first is Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, which Dark Magician Girl dons some knight armor and decides to ride Timaeus. Her base, you forge this monster with Dark Magician Girl and one Dragon type monster, that aka Eye of Timaeus. And its effect is that once per turn during each player's turn, you get to send a card from your hand to the graveyard and target a card on the field to destroy it. The other being Amulet, and the other monster for the Eye was Amulet Dragon. And I'll let you read that out now, Sean.
1 second. Yeah, must be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials, which is Dark Magician and a Dragon type. Cannot be special summoned either ways. If this card is special summoned, target any number of spell cards in your graveyard, banish those targets, and if you do, this card gains 100 attack for each of these banished by this effect. If this card is destroyed, you can target one spellcaster type in your graveyard and special summon it.
Yeah. Now, those are all just the Timaeus fusions, but then we have the Critias fusions, which there were 3 specific trap cards that could work with, that being Crush Card Virus, Mirror Force, and Tyrant Wing. And I'll let Tyrant Wing, you target a dragon monster on the field to equip to it, it'll gain 400 attack and defense, and it'll make up to 2 turns on during each battle phase.
Okay. How does this relate to Empowered?
Well, the thing is, Empowered, if you look at all the typings, they mostly consist of warriors and spellcasters and some dragons. This is actually part of Hermos's fusions. Because, in terms of Hermos's fusions, they usually require dragons, warriors, and spellcasters to forge their own weapons.
So let's look at the Hermos fusions.
I'll gather them real quick for you.
We got Rocket Hermos, Time Magic Hammer,
Rocket,
and Goddess
Rocket,
Bow.
yep, Goddess Bow.
I see, okay.
Now, going through these. So, really, just going real quickly over these legendary cards. Tyrant Burst Dragon, you use Fang of Critias on Tyrant Wing to make. It can attack all your opponent's monsters once each, and then you can target a face monster you control, and it will give an advanced version of Tyrant Wing's effect. It will gain 400 attack and defense, and it can make up to 3 attacks during each battle phase.
Oh, wow.
So this card is really good for sweeping. Then you have Mirror Force Dragon, which you use the Fang Cratius on Mirror Force to make. Which then, if a monster you control is targeted for attack or by an opponent's card effect, you get to nuke your opponent's side of the field.
Right.
And then you have Doom Virus Dragon, which is what you get if you use the Fang on Crush card. Which, for those who don't know, Doom Virus Dragon's effect is the OG Crush card virus's effect. Before the errata.
Cool. Hey, Pumpkin, how you doing, man? And also, Toby has to apologize. He has to rush off really quickly. So he's had to just go off real quick, but he sincerely apologizes, and hopefully we'll see him next week.
All right. So for our Hermos fusions, we had the Rise Black Dragon Sword, which used the Call of Hermos on a dragon to make. And its effect is that if this card is special summoned, you get to basically how this worked is that Yugi got fusion monsters and through monsters and a spell. Kaiba got trap fusions. Joey got equip fusions. These all the Hermos fusions can be equipped to monsters that you control to give them effects. Rocket Hermos Cannon is what happens if you use the Claw of Hermos on a warrior. You give it to a monster, and then in the TCG, it can make a second attack during each battle phase, and it gives it piercing. In the anime, this was a Raigeki with burn.
Okay.
Whereas Black Dragon Sword gives a monster 1,000 attack and 500 extra attack defense for every dragon in the field or in the graveyard.
Okay.
Doggies. Sorry about that.
That's cool, no problem.
Time Magic Hammer is probably one of the best ones. Is you use it on a spellcaster, and then when it's special summoned, and at the start of the battle phase, you attack a monster. You roll 6-sided dice, and depending on what you roll, you banish that monster that you attacked until the standby phase for that number of turns.
Nice.
And then the Goddess Bow gives you a... Well, this card's equipped to a monster by this effect. You get to negate the first effect activated by your opponent during each battle phase, and give a second attack.
Okay.
It's kind of confusing, but really the deck is most centered around just getting out the legendary knights through Legend of Heart. You pay 2k life points and tribute a warrior, then banish the 3 legendary dragon spells to then bring out their legendary knight counterparts. Okay. And then from there, you can make Timaeus Timaeus Knight of Destiny.
Yep.
It's all very confusing, but trust me when I say that when this works, it works.
Okay.
Really, I'm just going to go over the empowers real quick. I'm just going to say this. In terms of empowers, you'll want to max out on Arnis and Arnis' Vermilion Sparrow Summoner. Because both of them pretty much are triggered kind of like Mystic Tomatoes in a sense. Okay. They're destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. You get to special summon warriors and spellcasters. Now, Azure, in terms of the Azure set, Vendra and his summoner, they're mostly used with Dragon Warrior or Spellcaster normal monsters. So that's where you can usually tech in like at least a few copies of Dark Magician. Your main method, though, of getting out Ventra is through their field spell Empowerment.
Empowerment, okay.
So yeah, I would just say 2 blue dragons, 2 of the Azure Dragon Summoner.
Azure Dragon Summoner, 1 second.
Or Blue Dragon Summoner is what it's also called.
Blue Dragon Summoner. So 2 Blue Dragon Summoner.
Yeah. Yellow Dragon Summoner or Golden Dragon Summoner, it's not really useful, so I don't really recommend it. And neither do I recommend White Tiger or the Green Turtle Summoners.
Okay.
Terra Tiger is iffy. I'd just say leave it out, even though it is an 1800. And the Hydra Taurus is not really that usable either.
So we have 3 copies of Arnolds the Empowered Warrior, 3 copies of Ventra, and 2 Azure Dragon Summoner, or Blue Dragon Summoner.
Okay, then we get into our level 6 dragons. Aether the Empowering Dragon, and Aether the Wicked Empowering Dragon.
Okay.
Regular Aether is a monster when Pendulum Summoned can basically have a compulse effect, so it's not really that usable. With the Dark Aether, though, you can banish Empowered Warriors from your graveyard to destroy cards, but its other effect is when it's normal special summon, you just banish a monster your opponent controls.
Nice. That's cool.
So I would recommend 2 Ventra, and in terms of Aethers, I recommend 2 Aethers, 3 Armis, 3 Vermilion, and then 3 each of each Pendulum.
So
of Dragodice and Dragonox.
With Wicked and regular Aether, how many of each?
2 Wicked Empowering Dragon,
Yeah.
none of the Gold Dragon.
None of the golden one, okay. Alright then.
Maxing out on the field spell. And now we're going to be making this kind of like the Legendary Dragon variant, because this is probably one of the best variants you can do. Dark Magician. Any of your cards. I recommend 2 copies of it.
2 copies of Dark Magician?
Just Dark Magician.
Yep.
Because then you can use the effect with Vendra. You can also use the effect with Azure to search them out, and then go with the Eye.
Okay. How many copies of Eye and Claw and the other one are you running?
Okay. Now the Legendary Dragon. Let me just pull these up. Legendary. All right. So in terms of the legendary cards, I recommend though it's usable like this, only like 1 to 2 copies of Legend of Heart. Because
2 copies of Legend of Heart. Okay.
Mind, you're paying a quarter of your total life and treating a monster.
Okay.
And then you have to banish up to 3 of these spells from your hand and or grave to use the effect.
Okay.
As that's also the case, only run 1 of each of the knights.
Okay, let's find the knights. Okay, let me step back a bit because I'm actually feeling really lost, and some of those in the chat are doing so as well. What are the empowered cards? What do they do? Because they're coming out in TDIL, but were they specifically made to support the legendary dragon cards, or are they their own thing and it's just a sub-engine that you're running with the
It's not meant to support Legendary Knights. Legendary Knights are their own thing.
Oh,
but
okay.
Empowered helps them tremendously to get out their stuff. The main issue, though, that we're running into is the fact that their skills are too low for a Dark Magician.
Oh, okay.
It's really iffy how the build works, to be honest.
Okay, well, I think it's okay that we're doing a hybrid of this one, but I don't think anyone really knows what the actual cards do. So I think maybe it would be good to introduce what the empowered cards are because they're not out yet. They're not being released before
Alright.
you even think about
So-
mixing them with other cards.
Okay, so I'll just go into like a little bit of into the empowereds.
So
the
are all these empowered cards? Are these all coming out next week?
The only empowered cards that we know for sure are coming in the Dark Illusion are Empowerment and Dragon Dies.
Okay. So Dragodes, not Dragonox either.
Dragonox is not coming in yet. I think. One sec. Is it? Yeah, Dragonox is still OCG only.
Oh, okay. So the only thing which is coming out next week is Empowerment and Dragodes. But okay, I see. So that makes sense. But all these cards, they're already released. They're already out.
Yeah, all the other cards they've been
Okay.
released since 2014. So
Okay. Gotcha. And are they an archetype also, or do they have an overall goal themselves, or?
they're kind of their own archetype, but there's no real listing on like any real particular play style.
Gotcha.
If that
Gotcha.
makes sense.
So they had no real direction, but what you're doing here is kind of giving them a direction and something that they kind of work well with.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So let me double check with you what the build should be so far. I'm at 2 Dark Magicians, 2 Aether the Wicked, 3 Ventra, 3 Arnis, and 2 as Blue Dragon Summoner. Is that alright for monsters so far?
That should be good.
Okay. And I've got 1 Eye of Timaeus, 1 Claw of Hermos. I'll probably need more of those. And what's the other one called?
All right. The eye, the fang, and the claw.
That's it, Critias. Yeah, Critias.
Right.
Okay.
I would say for the eye, you want to run 2 copies of the eye.
2 copies of Eye.
Yeah. Because to be honest, the Dark Magician fusions are not really the best.
Cool. Yeah, it seems like the Hermos ones
But,
are the better
like,
ones.
I would just say like at the very least run at least 1 Amulet Dragon.
Amulet Dragon.
And
Okay.
you don't have to run Dark Magician Girl because the Dark Magician Girl is pretty iffy to fit in already, even though we can Pendulum Summon her.
Okay.
Just trust me when I say that this deck can get very cloggy.
It seems like it.
So you may need to cut back on certain ratios at some points.
Yeah. But as long as we got a rough idea, that's fine.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Arnis and Vermilion Sparrow can probably be knocked down to 2 each.
Vermilion Sparrow.
Vermilion, Sparrow, and Arnis. Some people actually made the joke.
Honest is
Some people actually made the joke.
Sorry, are you talking about Honest, the Light Fairy?
The Arnis, the Empowered Warrior, and the Red Sparrow Summoner.
Oh, my apologies.
It's alright, man. I'm just saying, like, this deck is pretty tight, and because of their variety in types, Honest doesn't even work.
Oh, okay. So what's the relationship between the summoner? How does the summoner get? The summoners, they get out the empowered warriors.
Yes.
Okay,
In
cool.
terms of summoners, Vermilion Sparrow acts as basically a Mystic Tomato, summoning out any warrior of 1500 or less attack.
Nice. Okay.
And Arnis is the same for spellcasters.
Oh, okay, cool.
Then the Ventra line, Ventra can attack your opponent directly with that
Oh, wow.
2k attack.
That's nice.
And I'll explain combos when we get done with the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me also when I say this. In terms of so Legendary Dragon ratios, you'll want 2 of the eye.
2 of the eye.
You want triple Fang. Fang is the best of them.
Triple Fang.
And then the claw you can run the 1 of, probably.
1 Claw. Or Thermos.
Yes. Let's see. Normal spell.
So I take it now we're going to need materials for Critias and materials for Hermos. Well, we've already got the materials for Hermos, really.
For Hermos, we can basically work with whatever we have in the deck.
Yeah.
in terms of the Haremos fusions, I find Red Black Dragon Sword not is the worst. Rocket Haremos Cannon is fun to have, but it's not really as usable.
Okay, I'll put them aside.
So really, Time Magic Hammer and Goddess Bow are your best friends in this case.
Cool. I've got one of those each, and yeah.
Yep. Let me see what half you're at. Okay. We may need to increase the claw by 2 since we're using 2 of these fusions.
Okay.
And then let's see here. Mirror Force Dragon is obviously the best of them, but so you can double up on that.
2 Mirror Force Dragons.
And Crush Card's really only one of. And
how many Mirror Forces do you want in the main deck?
I'm running 2.
2 Mirror Forces and 2 Mirror Force Dragon. Cool. And then so Crush Card.
1 Crush Card, 1 Tyrant Wing.
Or Doom Virus. Is it the same thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Tyrant Wing.
Okay. I'll also lower that up. I'm gonna be honest. It's been a while since I last made this deck. That's why I've just been confused in some aspects.
It's fine, dude. It seems pretty interesting, to be honest with you. I've never ever seen anyone really try to make a deck where using all 3 of the legendary dragon cards. Normally, I've just seen one of them tucked into their own individual one. So it's kind of a cool idea that you can mix these empowered cards with those, and it gives it kind of a bit of a purpose.
Yeah, that's actually one of the main gimmicks that you can run. Because, like, there's no real direction you could take for empowered, so people can use them as text.
Yeah, Bjorn and I, we were taking it into, I think we did it in Spirals the other day, where we ran empowered, search out Dragodes, and then Dragodes gives you another warrior later on, and then using that to search out, I think Spirals. I think it was Spirals, at least. Not quite sure.
So in chat, there's a discussion going on, and someone says, "What do you mean by rogue deck?" Rogue decks are pretty much like they're just decks that are against the meta, pretty much. They're like right now the meta is like Cosmos and such like that. But what you can really do with this deck is it's basically like you're taking like a Dynamis deck, for example, 2 worlds. That's what people would list as a rogue deck, just something that's against the norm.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so I have my final main deck build.
Cool.
Okay, so here's what I'm running: 2 Dark Magician,
2 Dark Magician.
1 of each of the legendary knights.
Let's find these legendary knights. 1 second. Okay, 1 each of them.
Yes. 2 Aether the Wicked Empowering Dragon.
2 Aether.
Yes. Remember to get the dark one.
Yep. Wicked. Yep.
All right. 1 copy of Dark Magician Girl.
1 Dark Magician Girl. Okay. DMG.
Yep. Because of her level 6, you can make her within the scale. And not only that, but you can also use Dragonox's monster effect to recycle her when she's actually in the graveyard.
So we're gonna have Dragonox as well. Okay.
All right. 2 copies of Vendra, the Empowered Warrior.
2 copies of Vendra.
2 copies of Arnis.
2 Arnis.
2 Red Sparrow Summoner.
2 Red Sparrow or Vermilion.
Yep. 3 copies of Dragodize, the Empowered Warrior.
Dragodes, the Empowered Warrior. Okay, 3 copies.
Yes, because of that monster effect, and also the fact that it also has like a shrinking effect in the Pendulum Zone.
Yep. 2 scale as well.
Dragonox, you're going to run 2 of.
2 Dragonox.
Yes, because it has a pseudo battle fader effect.
Cool.
And not only that, but in the monster zone you have an effect. Okay, 2 Azure Dragon Summoner.
2 Blue Dragon.
Yep, and that'll be all for your regular monsters.
Wicked. What do we call this deck, by the way?
What?
I'm gonna save. What should I call it?
I'm calling it just Empowered Knights.
Empowered Knights. Sounds good.
Or just, yeah.
This deck is super original, dude. I'm gonna have to. I can't wait to try this out more and see what it's like, because this is I've never ever seen anything like this before. This is awesome.
A fun little detail, in case you guys didn't know, is that the models for Timaeus, Hermos, and Critias in their knight forms are literally the designs of Yugi, Kaiba, and Joey.
Yeah.
It's actually really interesting when you think about it. Like, you can actually see elements of each character.
Absolutely.
Now for spells, we're going to be running 2 copies of the Eye of Timaeus,
2 Timaeus,
3 copies of the Fang of Critias,
3 Critias,
2 Claws of Hermos,
2 Hermos,
2 copies of Silent Doom.
Silent Doom, that's a new one. Oh, that card, wow. Oh, wow, that's ancient. 1 normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it face at defense. Why go for that?
Because we can use this with which Empowerment will discard cards. So, we discard Dark Magician with this effect, then use Silent Doom to bring it back, and then we can use the Fang on it, or the Eye on it.
What about, Swing of Memories? No, you don't, it's been destroyed.
Yeah, Swing of Memories is not really that good, and also the fact, even though they pretty much do the same thing, one would destroy it at the end phase.
Mm-hmm. But one will let you attack.
Yeah, and really, in this deck, you have enough attack power.
Fair enough. Okay.
2 copies of Terraforming, because we need to search out that empowerment.
Of course.
1 copy of Legend of Heart.
1 Legend of Heart.
Legend of Heart is key if you want to get these knights out. So I'll let you read that off real quick.
Pay 2,000 life points, contribute 1 warrior type monster, banish up to 3 legendary dragon spell cards with different names from your hand and or graveyard. And if you do, special summon that many legendary knight monsters with different names from your hand, deck, and or graveyard. Gonna use one of these once per turn. That's a really good searcher for these cards.
Yes, this card is just amazing in that sense. Even though you're basically paying a quarter of your life and tributing a monster, you basically get 3 powerful monsters with powerful effects.
Mm-hmm.
Which Timaeus who can one special summon, can banish face-up spells and traps, and can set spell cards directly from your graveyard. You have Hermos, who can not also banish spells and traps, but when he's targeted for an attack, you get to target an effect monster in the graveyard and basically give it that name of that effect monster and that effect.
Cool.
And Critias, who will, when he's targeted for attack, you get to set a trap card from your graveyard and immediately get to use that trap.
Nice. Cool.
3 of Empowerment.
3 Empowerment.
Yep. Empowerment is the best card in this deck, most definitely.
It's an amazing fill spell.
Yes, because this card helps you get out your Ventras pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, you'll basically have a 23 attack beats deck that can attack directly. just through discarding 1 card.
That's pretty good.
Yep. And then for traps, we're just running 2 Mirror Forces, 1 Tyrant Wing, and 1 Crush card.
Now I have a question for you. When running this deck, are these trap cards, would you keep them, save them specifically for their fusion summons or to use with their dragons, or can you use them as regular cards as well?
Mirror Force you can definitely set. Crush card is there just for his summon, since, like I just said earlier, Doom Virus Dragon is the OG Crush card effect.
Which is
so for 3 turns, your opponent will have to be forced to destroy any monsters that they have with 1,500 or more attack.
Yeah, that's cool.
And with its 1,900 attack, there's no way that their monsters are going to get over this. at least for those 3 turns. And then Tyrant Wing is optional. It's just used for Tyrant Burst.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
For fusions. Yep,
So,
for fusions. We're alright. For fusions, we're going to be running a lot, actually. We're only running one Timaeus, the Knight of Destiny.
One Timaeus?
This is a contact fusion that you can make by sending all 3 legendary knights you control to the graveyard. It's unaffected by other card effects.
Very costly.
Once per battle, if this card attacks or is attacked, you can make this card's attack and defense become equal to the attack of the highest attack of the on the field. And if it gets destroyed in battle, you get to bring back all 3 of your knights from the hand deck or graveyard, ignoring their summoning conditions.
Cool. Cool.
So basically, once you use that Legend of Heart once and successfully get it off, you can basically constantly recycle this.
If it's destroyed by battle.
Yes.
Cool, cool.
In terms of the Dark Magician fusions we'll be using, Amulet Dragon, Dark Paladin, and Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight. Just one of each.
Dark Paladin?
Though if you want, you can easily take out Amulet Dragon, because Dark Paladin is pretty good against pendulums.
Gotcha. Well, if we need a space, I'll take it out later.
Yes, I'm taking it out right now.
Alright, I'll take it out.
Even though Amulet Dragon, it'll banish numbers of spells in any graveyard, but
Not
really that's just the effect.
Only thing I can think about that is just banishing Gospel. That would be great. Or Pantheism. But that's it, really. Alright, cool. So,
yeah.
What's next?
For the Creus fusions, we'll be running 1 Doom Virus, 1 Tyrant Burst, and 2 Mirror Force.
Gotcha.
And then for Hermos fusion, we're going to be only running 1 Goddess Bow and 1 Time Magic Hammer.
Gotcha. We don't want to do the others. We'll take them out. Cool.
Yep. Now for the rest of the deck, the rest of the deck we can focus on rank 4s.
Some rank 4s. Okay, cool. So, generic stuff?
I would just say Utopia Engine, Castel, Abyss, Duella.
Utopia the Lightning, Utopia, Duella, Ella,
Duella.
Castel.
And let's see, what other monsters can we go for?
What do we need?
Let's see, we can go for Dark Rebellion if we want to beat down some more.
What was that, sorry?
We can go for Dark Rebellion and Exceed Dragon if we want to beat down some more.
Yep, could do that. And Honor Arc?
Honor Arc is a pretty good card as well. I would just say that's all you need.
There we go. Sorted. Cool. So Empower Knights. This is one of the most original decks I've ever seen in my life. This is kind of cool. So, now, I think maybe earlier you said you wanted to see me play it, but I think it might be best if you play it, dude.
Okay.
Because you know what you're doing with it. And I'll find something which I can throw against it, and that can show off what it can do.
Just not your Ascenders.
Oh, no. I don't want to do something that annoying. I got something for it. I'll use, this. Alright.
Alright. I'll just show it off against the dev. I'll just first show it off against the dev bot.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a
idea.
controlled environment.
Can I spectate you as well?
Alright.
Yeah, I'll try to spectate that.
Alright. I'm in.
I might need to reconnect to the network. Yeah, I think it needs to reconnect. 1 second. Log in. Friend list.
And I happen to be facing his burn deck.
Spectate.
So I think it's his. He's Poison of the Old Man.
Okay, so Dev set Swords or Revealing Light and 1 face down, and he played Poison of the Old Man. Oh, amazing.
So I'm just going to start this off by normal summon. And after that, I'm going to be able to. I'll actually set up. I will actually. Main thing is that this deck is pretty. How do I put it? It's pretty. Oh, there you are. There's Arnolds. So I can set that up. Obviously. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely his burn deck. I can set that up. Obviously.
Oh boy, lava colon.
So I'm just going to set my blue dragon summoner here. Alright. And for this, I will actually use Aether the Wicked. Banish Arnolds, I'm going to banish you.
Nice.
So then I can at least get some damage off. Or Magic Cylinder, eh? Good thing I attack with the flame first. That would be terrible. I hate it when guys. I hate it when DevPro comes on. The freaking Brawn deck. Stacks.
Oh god.
So I'm just gonna sack you.
Do the direct.
I'm just gonna attack directly.
Yeah, might as well. And let's just hope that all the face downs are marshmallows.
Or he's just gonna do that again.
I hate Swords of Revealing Light so much.
It's only annoying really when it happens to us. But I actually have the thing.
Still?
Yep. Goodbye.
He's not using those face down, so you should be free just to keep swinging. Not to mention you've also got more fodder for Aether as well.
But yeah, this is pretty much one of your main strategies, is to get out of Ventura as fast as possible and then beat down. You'll find that this actually is pretty effective.
I can see this strategy being really, really good with like Quaking and Floodgate. Floodgate Trap Hole. Just keep bypassing him.
Like I said, empowerment. Vedra is probably the best empowered monster you got.
What's
And he's
that?
going for that Supremacy Berry.
Oh, okay.
He does not want to lose this. Now, don't you?
Okay. Hornets.
I'm just going to sack that for this. Then, I'm just going to
Oh, here we go.
send you. Bring in the time. Yes, I would like to do that. Now, I'll just directly attack. I'm just going to attack that marshmallow to show you what this effect. Dice roll 2 turns, so it's going to be banished for 2 turns.
Nice, nice, nice. I guess he doesn't have to flip someone or something.
Yeah, the only real draw side is that it counts both players' turns.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
That's literally the only downside in terms of that. But easily do this, and then I can get back my summons.
Whoa.
Then I can also summon you. Yeah, like I'm just showing you guys like what you can actually do with this. Like, right now, I've effectively made him clog his monster zone since DevPro is so stupid. And so says me. Well, I don't really care.
Good thing you didn't get rid of Ventra.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny that he didn't get rid of Ventra. And speaking of luck on my part, get rid of that. In the eye.
Dark Paladin. Dark Paladin.
Yep. Yeah, just showing off that you can make Dark Paladin with this deck.
Cool, cool. I like it. I think it's a pretty sweet build, actually. Nice, nice. Okay.
Pumpkin in chat. What? Pumpkin in chat. What the fuck is DDD? One of the decks I main.
Yeah, no, they're really, really popular in Japan. Really, really strong.
They
Okay,
use my
cool.
character, right? Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this week. Sorry to
Yep.
it was ended up with only being the two of us at banning on this. Unfortunately, everyone else just has became busy with different things. That's life, I'm afraid.
But don't worry, guys. We'll upload or we'll back it right at you guys tomorrow with an extra.
Yeah, we if I get some time to, I might do a random extra. I'll let Necro and the host know whether if I'm doing one. I might be a bit busy, but we'll see. We might do some extra and get more people on. And of course, you know, throughout the week, any time is good to do some streaming. And we'll cover some different decks and show them off for you guys there. But regardless, thank you guys for tuning in this week. I've been Sean.
And I have been Necro.
And I'll see you guys next week for DevBros. Thank you very much for tuning in.
If